Hi everybody, this is Pam with Jesus Junk Journals, and here we go on the second video for the Fruit of the Spirit journal. So I've got my pages trimmed. Let's see, wait a minute. Got my pages trimmed, and I've got my pages inked on the edges. And so now I'm going to fold them in half, and I'm going to use my scoring board to do that because they're kind of thick. And I thought I would show you two. I'm going to add one page to each. I'm going to do 3 signatures with 5 pages in each one. And I'm going to add an extra page just because. And I've got this paper. I don't remember who gave it to me. Looks like it was taken off of something. I don't remember. I'm going to leave it folded. And I'll probably need to trim it down. But I'm going to use that as an extra page. And then this as an extra page. This is just some cardstock that I tea stained, coffee stained, stamped, sprayed. Did a little bit of everything on. And then I'm going to add a 4th signature. I've been doing that in most of my journals for journaling of, actually, no, I don't think I will do that. I think instead I was going to say I'm going to add a 4th signature for journaling in the back, but I think I'll do something different this time, and I'm going to take these journaling pages and add them into the signatures and just truly have 3 signatures. So I'm going to add those there. So the next thing I need to do is to fold these. So let me get my scoring board, and this is 10.5. Had a 1/4 inch border, so it's 10.5. So half of 10.5 is 5 1/4. So it's right there. And when I do this, I don't know how I managed to do it, but it seems like I mess up and get on the wrong line or something, end up with them not being right in the middle. But looks like I managed to do that one. And this may be one that I'm going to use. I think this was one I was going to use as a full picture in the middle of a signature. So that's one. And so I'm going to go ahead. I won't make you watch me do all these, but I'm going to go ahead and score these, then I'll be right back. Okay, I've got everything folded pretty much, but then I realized that some of these sheets that I'm going to use for like journaling pages are just, they haven't been trimmed. So I'm going to use a tearing ruler and just kind of tear some of the edges. I don't think I necessarily need to tear them all 4 corners. Oh, I could do that, but I'm not going to. And I'm doing two at a time on this one. And it'll bring it close to the right size, to the exact size. And if it's a little bit off, it won't hurt anything. To make sure I've got this there. At least get it straight. Okay, so those two I can fold in half now. Don't really need to use the scoring board for those. And this actually is a sheet from my, if you go out to Facebook, we have a group called Jesus Junk Journals Creators. And one of the girls had asked for this for Valentine's Day, because I do a free sheet. There's a freebie every month. And that, for Valentine's Day, she wanted, I think, some lined paper. So I did a lined paper, and I did a sheet of graph paper in pink. So that's out there if anybody hasn't joined the group yet. I'm going to go ahead and do both sides of this, I think. These are some that I just sprayed coffee through a placemat. Actually, it's a vinyl placemat that I got on Amazon, and it worked pretty well. Work those in among the other sheets when the time comes. Okay, and then I'm going to go back through, and there's a few that I wanted to put, I think, some washi tape or something on, so let me look here real quick. Oh, and also this piece I decided it was real long. Instead of just cutting it off, I folded it, so I'm going to probably glue those and let that be a page. And I might cut a notch there to make this a pocket, more than likely. And I don't know why I'm waiting. I should just go ahead and glue it. I don't know. Actually, I should probably cut the notch in it first. I'm going to put these together so they line up across from each other. Since this is thin paper, I think I can get away with that. Where the center is, ish. Okay. And I don't know if you can see it on there, but it's shimmery. It's like pearlized paper. It's really pretty. So. And the other thing I found out when I folded my pages is I am notorious for having things upside down. And sure enough, when I did my stamping, some of the pages got upside down. So, which fortunately for me, I don't care if it's upside down, but I know some of you get really bothered by that. So just be sure when you are stamping that you make sure the other side is right side up, because otherwise you end up with things like this. So here's right side up, there's the other side, patience is upside down. And this one, well, this one's right side up. Okay, cool. But there are 2 or 3 I know that are upside down, so be aware. And I can fold these when I do the journal. I can decide which way I want it, if I want this in or out. Of course, the ones that are full picture, I'm going to have folded this way so that when you open the center of it, you'll see the whole picture. So those are going to lay over there. And let me just see. I usually do a lot more fussing with my pages before I bind them, but I think that I'm trying to think if there's any reason why I shouldn't go ahead and bind these. I'm going to get my napkin. I'm going to get my handkerchiefs out and pick out the pages that I want to do that too. So let me do that. Okay, here are some I don't know why I keep calling them napkins, handkerchiefs, and I've got this one with this pretty kind of coral color on it. So I want to see if I have something particularly like that one would go. But I don't want to cover up anybody's face, and that one might be all right. And that one's a title page, so I don't want to use that one. All right, so let me look at this one. So what I'm going to do, what I've done before, is, oh wow, I've cut this one. Okay. All right then. Well, that's going to make it a little trickier. Well, actually, I may not want to use that, because the way it's easiest to use a handkerchief is to use the whole thing and then turn down the edges. So is to put it over this like this, and then take the corner and turn it down like this, and then that's your pocket. So if I do that, I kind of lose that little girl, so I'm going to set that one back and look for some that might be better. So like that, yeah, that doesn't lose anything if I do that. And then the other side doesn't matter. it'll be like that. So there's that one. I'll go ahead and say that one's going to work. And here's one with a gold edge, which would look nice with that. I guess it kind of looks nice with that too. Let's see what that does. You never know if it's going to be too big. Okay, you lose the little bit of that, but that's okay. So I think that one would work. And this one looks like it would work. I'll have to iron these, obviously. So if it's something like that, it would work for that page. And I've done this before. It's not an easy thing to do, really, because when you're stitching it on the sewing machine, you have to kind of make sure you get this stretched tight. Otherwise, if it goes like, if you don't get it tight, it can pucker, and then you have this pocket that's not really a pocket and things fall out of it. So it's a little tricky, and you could use Fabri-Tac. So if you don't have a sewing machine and you still want to do this, you can. This one, let's see, this folds down. I think that would be okay for this one. This one's got a cute little wreath. You want to be sure you get the right side too. If you do this, it might be that you need to fold it backwards and then fold it down so you get the right side up stitching. So be aware of that. So I need one that has blue and yellow, maybe, if I can find one. Let's see if I have anything like that. There's blue on that. Or at least turquoise. Let's see what that looks like on there. Okay, that would work. I kind of purposely kept design away from these inside corners because I knew I was going to do this, so it does kind of lend itself to. And this might be sweet on this one. Yeah, okay. All right, so those, I'm going to commit to having handkerchiefs put on them. I really like that napkin, or that Kleenex. That handkerchief. I don't know if I want to fiddle with. If I did that, let's see. All I'd have to do is just stitch across that, so I could do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down and iron my handkerchiefs, and then I'm going to go over to my sewing machine and sew these handkerchiefs on, and then I will be back. Okay, I got that done. And that made me a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. It wasn't that hard, but I went down to my ironing board and I ironed them all with starch, or whatever that stuff's called. It's not starch anymore, but anyway, I ironed them and put the page in it, ironed it, folded it down and ironed it with the page in it. And then I came upstairs and sewed it. So I just sewed it right straight across the bottom. And then pulling it tight this way, I stitched it up the middle as best I could. Some of them are more perfect than others. I need to go back now and tie all my knots in the 3 places or 4 places. So I'll do that here in a minute, but I was just going to show you. And I need to make sure I get all these laid out flat so I don't have to re-iron them. And I don't know why it made me so nervous to do it, but I probably wouldn't have done it if I hadn't already committed to you guys on the video to doing it. And that makes me do it. So I probably get a lot more journals done than I know I get a lot more journals done because I do videos, because I have to keep going and show people how to make the journal. So it makes me do it where I can't afford to get stuck, you know, how you do sometimes. That one I caught. When I stitched it, I caught the edge of it, but I think it'll be okay. So Anyway, ironing it helped a lot. That one got a little messed up. I might just have to leave it the way it is. I'm not going to go back and redo it. And that one. And then this is the one where I need to trim it off. I just did half of it. And don't forget to put the good side in so that when you fold your flaps down, you get the right side out. I think that's it for this video, and I will be back on the next one and we'll go on with this project. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.